Oh, right. Hey, what's up, guys? Chillis, welcome back to Fate Grand Order. Last time, a few things kind of happened that were interesting. So Lavinia turned herself in along with a book and said, hey, me and Abby summoned the devil, quote unquote. Like, we're the cause of this. I'm pretty sure that's... I have a feeling Lavinia is actually someone trying to stop everything that's happening. Or her family was. But they got scapegoated by Carter. And I don't think he's necessarily the host of the Demon God Pillar, but I think he definitely is being coerced or like manipulated somehow. Or maybe he's the host, I don't know. But hey V6, and GACHA, hey Gogeta. And Sanson is still protecting Hopkins, which is interesting. But apparently Hopkins is a good guy, just maybe going about it in a not so... He's going about it in the only way he knows how, I guess. But I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, this next section is only one node. I imagine it's gonna be very long. I assume this single node will be like an hour. If I had to guess, but that's fine. I guess we can just hop into it. Also, I know it makes sense, it's only one node, so why would they give you like pure prisms and whatnot, but man, only get the Saint Court, really. But it is what it is. Let's begin. The fifth knot. How naughty. Yeah, I made the same joke yesterday. It's still not funny. Dawn, villager's house, bedroom. For a second I thought it said boredom. I don't know why. Father. Yeah, you miss him, huh? Igne, Thufflethuk. Oh. Well, ain't that fascinating? Only one left. Then the ultimate gate will open. The gate to where? Kingdom Hearts? Wonderful, he's already begun his descent within the depths of your mind. Well done, Whitley. Soon, very soon now, only one left. Well, okay, so Mr. Carter is in fact the host. Alright, got it. Morning, villager's house, Salem, day 6. That's pretty unambiguous. I see. That would make me quite the liar indeed. What? I appreciate your show of trust in sharing this with me. But frankly, what you're saying is preposterous. What'd they say?
We can't trust what we perceive within the space. Reality itself is being distorted.
This discussion is over. I feel crazier with every word I listen to from you. Okay, so you're fine with believing in... Well, I guess to be fair, you saw them with your own eyes. So, I mean, believing in ghouls existing is... I guess at that point, kind of a foregone conclusion, because you physically see them. But with that revelation, time distortion is too far for you. And, like, reality manipulation? I don't know. Okay, well... Obviously, he's playing it up, right? Because... Or maybe... Maybe during the day he is himself. This discussion's over. I feel crazier with every word I listen to from you. If this is your way of rehearsing for one of your plays, then leave me out of it. You're telling me the year in the outside world is 2019? That everything here in Salem is artificial? I suppose the Harvard Divinity School where I teach, the soldiers I brought back, and even Boston itself don't exist either then, Ridiculous. I've never heard anything so completely absurd in all my life. What about all the monsters, right? That's what I'm saying. That can't be normal. I admit that things have happened here that seem to defy explanation. And yes, there are the monsters. But those are only oddities when viewed through the lens of British common sense. Okay, yeah, right. This is a pious land, so nobody talks about this. Indeed, most simply, try to put it out of their minds. Sure, yeah. But the fact is, there isn't just one single god in our world. Everyone knows that? Okay. Isn't the whole thing about religion that you kind of have to reject other... the mere notion of the existence of other religions' deities? Like... But I guess to be fair, Mr. Carter himself isn't really, Well, actually, is he? Because, I mean... He does teach at a divinity school. Which I assume means it's a religious school. I'm assuming. So I guess... I mean, it's... Considering how many pagan deities got appropriated as Christians, saints, angels, demons, he has a point. Yeah, I guess. Oh, it's... I have lived among people of different countries in order to study these other gods. I also know that the Indians here worship their own strange and suspicious gods. I've seen a statue of a grotesque, obese goddess that was worshipped by a dark cult during the Qing Dynasty. Let me guess, the fertility goddess? There are dreadful beings in ancient civilizations. This mysterious new world in tombs buried under desert sand. Horrible, unspeakable things that exist in the vastness of the cosmos, to whom humanity is so insignificant as to be beneath even their consideration. Ritsuka, you hail from the Orient, if I'm not mistaken. Bloated woman, an avatar of Nyarlathotep from Masks of Nyarlathotep, module for Call of Cthulhu TTRPG. I have heard of Nyarlathotep, but like only in passing in like in that Sucker for Love visual novel. You know what I'm talking about? The one where you date female Cthulhu, or I think she's like the niece of Cthulhu or the daughter of Cthulhu. Here's the thing, Nyarlathotep makes a cameo in it, but obviously no, that's a bit different than actual yeah, you know. Quite a bit different. Perhaps you've heard of the esoteric religion that worships the dragon god that dwells in the seabed palace? Oh, actually,
You mean Ao Guang, the Dragon King of the East Sea. Not that tough. Uh-huh. You're talking about the great sea beasts, the Ketty? They've got great toxin, but you can't get it anymore now that they're all petrified. What I wouldn't give for another batch.
would you do shut up for a moment? Yeah, you're probably making this more complicated than, you know. Yeah. I'm used to hearing criticism from my fellow academics, and I don't mind if you think me a liar. No, actually, we very much believe you. I don't know why you got that we think you're lying from that, but I won't have you filling Abigail's innocent mind with nonsense and madness. It's time you learned the difference between fantasy and reality. Oh, you're talking about... Okay, okay, never mind. Never mind. I see. Where are Abby's parents' graves? Oh, this is a good point, actually. Like, yeah, we found their bodies, like, right just in the woods over there. Barely buried at all. What's this all of a sudden?
That's right. And there's the ghouls, too. I've been wondering about the Williams' resting place as well. Mr. Carter, I checked it at the town graveyard, and neither your sister nor her husband were buried there. Abby didn't say anything about them either.
That's because they don't have graves. Their bodies were never found, I'm afraid. About that,
I heard that sometimes something belonging to the deceased is buried in their stead if a body cannot be recovered. But you didn't do that either?
Abigail seems to think that her parents were eaten by cannibals.
What? Native Americans would never treat the dead like that.
Wasn't there one specific tribe? No, maybe I'm thinking of like South America. I thought that was one tribe that did. Not Native Americans as a whole, but like one specific tribe. Am I crazy? Maybe it was... Maybe I'm thinking of one of the South American tribes. I could have sworn there was one we learned about that did eat the dead. But it wasn't like as a cruelty thing. It was like actually like part of their religious process. Am I crazy? Maybe I'm thinking of fiction again. I don't know. It's been so long since I learned about the Native American tribes. I don't remember who was what, and get stuff mixed around with like fictional stuff. I've never seen evidence of that either. But this is the new world. Anything may happen here. Even now, my niece has nightmares about it.
Lost corpses. Ghouls?
Who was the last one to see them alive? Probably Abby. Or also the people who killed them, but you know, Abigail herself. Thank goodness she survived the attack. Now I'm curious. Hang on. Was there a tribe of cannibals in the Americas. Let's see. Yeah, several indigenous North and South American groups practice some form of cannibalism. The often ritualistic rather than purely. Yeah. Oh, but European settlers also practiced cannibalism under dire conditions. Okay. But yeah, there was the Iroquois. And the Tupinamba in Brazil. Yeah, I was pretty sure I'd heard of a tribe that did eat people. I was like, I'm not crazy. I'm pretty sure that was a thing.
What a horrible tragedy.
Yes it is. And yeah, I was right, it was actually ritualistic, not for like actual pure cruelty or just starvation purposes. I still cannot begin to understand why my niece would deserve such horror in her life. Man, oh man, I've never seen such a thick fog before. It even managed to soak through my cloak. Hey, Ringmaster, can I talk to you for a sec? Huh? You mean outside? What'd you learn, Robin? Mata Hari's been scouting things out here, and she just sent us a message. There's been more hangings. One last night and one before dawn today. Who'd they execute? The instigators of last night's riot, apparently. Who was that? Word has it they were an unpleasant bunch who were always going around fanning the flames of unrest. Or at least that's the official story now. I never can trust the official story. They say these guys are sending ghosts after them. That they'd been possessed by the devil and that they intentionally instigated the riot last night. But really, they're just using this as an opportunity to get rid of people they never liked, or ones they were fighting with over property rights and such. Yeah, that sounds about right. Not only that, those sailors who met at the harbor were among the condemned. What? They literally helped fight the ghouls! They said they killed the tavern owner just to get out of paying their tab. Okay, if they actually did that, sure, but I can't see it. You said it, they were good guys, they didn't deserve this. This is bad. I can't tell what's real and what's fake anymore. If this is all part of our forced incarnation, maybe I've got no choice but to die too, like the Queen of Sheba did. Don't even joke about that. We can't hide out in an abandoned field forever. Yeah, it's true. I've been debating whether I should tell you this, but Mata Hari suggested assassinating Carter as a possible way out of this mess. Okay. That seems a bit much. Well, actually, for my part, I kept saying we need to do something about Hopkins ASAP. But Mata Hari's apparently much more worried about Carter. What did Queen of Sheba think? Don't know. She refused to comment. Oh yeah, we only Mata knows the reason, right? Oh no, only Mata knows, I'm pretty sure. Nope, she wouldn't say anything. Or rather, I don't think she could say anything. Think about it. She can see what's gonna happen in the future. Mata Hari, okay, but she told us, got it. Confirmed as much, but even though she knew about the Demon God Pillar, she still couldn't use that to her advantage here in Salem. Her role as Tituba may have limited what she could do, but she still should have been able to do something. We know she exerts a lot of influence just by existing. Maybe that was the trap all along? I mean, if she was really a threat to the Demon God Pillar, it wouldn't have given her a role at all. Yeah, true. So what I'm getting at here is, this is a heretical land filled with blasphemies and apostates. A place where even attempting to help only makes things worse, more twisted. A land forsaken by God, where prayers just tumble out into an empty abyss. Why would you think that, Robin? Well, it's not like I firmly belong to any one part of history. As a servant, I'm basically just an actor with a personality made up of a bunch of different parts. But thanks to that, it's easier for me to step back and see the big picture than it is for pretty much anyone else. I'm still kinda guessing here, but I think if we end up losing our cool and resorting to violence to try and get this mess sorted out quickly, the foundation propping up this fiction might crumble. It could wreck the whole plot, I guess. And I think the more crimes we rack up, the more power it might give the pillar. And if that's how it is, all we can do is go along with whatever he's got in mind for us. Or that could give him more power if we go along with it. You never know. Will we try to figure out how to outsmart him? So we should fight fiction with performance? I mean, that's what we're... Huh, yeah. I guess you could put it that way. I don't want to give the writers too much credit here for putting this all together, but that might not be a bad way to go about it. I mean, that's what we came to, well, came pretending to be anyway, is performers, so may as well.
Senpai, is Abby with you? The rabbit Robin caught for us wasn't in its cage. I think it must have gotten out.
I've still got to drain the blood before we can eat it. Oh, whoops. I didn't realize it'd been going on for this long. Anyway, I didn't see anything here. Maybe the rabbit tunneled out?
Robin, you were slacking out.
He was giving us information! What do you mean?
The fog is so thick today. I can't help but worry.
I mean, understandable. Things have been, concerning for a while. Abby, why are you running in the woods?
I have to hurry. To our secret place.
And remember the spell Lavinia taught me? Please settle down. I can't... Are you gonna sacrifice that rabbit? I can't do this without you.
Oh, thank goodness. The monsters haven't been here. 2, 4, 6. Good. The stones we used for a 6-sided star are just like we left them.
Okay.
Okay, I've got a silver knife, rope for binding, and...
Here it is, my precious Book of Aben. It's all muddy from that storm.
Typhon. Thou art a sinner. Thou art the 6th knot. In this fertile land across the sea, the harvest we seek is our greatest pleasure. Up. Here are prayers.
Abby? Thou art a sinner, thou art the 6th knot. Our Father who art in heaven, let me speak thy name. Forgive the people of Salem their sins. Save the sinners who've lost their way. Abby?
Please, I beg you. Please save this village.
I don't think it's saving it. Please make it so Lavinia can smile and laugh and the travelers can find solace. And one day I hope you will relieve us of our suffering. But if our suffering should still continue, please. Please take me away from here. I don't care where I go as long as it isn't here. Is this how she becomes a servant? She gets yoinked into the Throne of Heroes? Please, God. Abby? Don't move. Yeah. God damn it, Lavinia. Do not dare try to conceal the evidence of your guilt. Not least that bloody knife. Abigail Williams, you're under arrest.
No, please, you have the wrong idea.
Abby, so it really is you.
Sanson, not you too. How did you find me? This was our secret place. Nobody else knew about it.
Lavinia told. She tattled. Your Honor, Judge Hopkins, please let me handle this. Sanson, this is no satanic ritual. This is a child's poor way of playing house. I think we're too far gone for that, Sanson. I think we're much too far gone. It requires no more than a harsh admonition. Out of the question. Move aside, Sanson. Please, Your Honor. This girl has knowledge acquired from Tituba, and she is holding the Book of Heresy for all to see. Sanson picked a curious way to commit to... And... Didn't we all play at Summoning Elder Gods? Actually, unironically, yes. I think I did once, maybe. Maybe. I don't remember. No, I think possibly. I do not choose who the devil may possess. Indeed, he may possess anyone at all. She can make her excuses from a prison cell. I will question her however I must until she confesses her vile sins, no matter how long it takes. I and I alone shall determine whether or not she's a witch. His Honor hasn't slept at all for the past few days. Just yesterday, he was up all night with some sort of horrible instrument. It's okay, Abigail. Just stay calm. I promise I won't let them take you away. Oh, so now you're... now you're staying... Okay.
No, stay back. Don't come near me.
Wait, I don't know, man. I think... I don't think it was any in particular. I think we were just messing around. She just pointed her knife at His Honor. Restrain her. Ah, what was that? Here.
My knife.
Hopkins. You're the Woodley. Huh? Well, yeah, well, wait, okay, wait a second. Because it said that the grandfather and father were hung, right? It didn't say anything about the mother. Did it? I'm pretty sure it never said if the mother was killed or not. Or is it Lavinia? But she should be locked. Oh, never mind. It's Lavinia. Okay. Hopkins. You killed my grandfather. You killed him. I mean, reasonable, but... Get away from His Honor, you. She bit me.
It hurts, doesn't it? That this is the same rope that broke grandfather's neck.
Damn it, how can she be this strong?
Hear me now, our Father who art in heaven. I offer up this wicked man's life as a sacrifice. Aya, Igra, in, Yugnai, Nai. Ngai, Unya Shagag, Fatagan, Aya, Ayaya,
Ayaya.
Ilya,
Ilya.
Ngai, Launf, Fatagan, Yagsathath, Aya, Yagsathath.
Abby's like, what the fuck? His Honor's the order has been severed. There's nothing more we can do for him. This is horrendous. I can't believe a child could do such a thing. It's the devil. Cursed witch. Throw down your knife or I'll shoot.
Lavinia. Don't come near me. You'll get blood in your hair.
Oh, thanks for the warning?
I don't care about... I told you, remember? I'm leaving Salem.
I don't care what happens to this village. I hope all sinners get what they deserve. Alright, witch, you're coming with us. If you refuse, I'll open fire.
I'm not refusing. If you want to shoot me, then shoot me. Right here. Right now. If Hopkins' life isn't enough, then finish the ritual with mine. No, don't, Lavinia. Run, get out of here. Get away from this cursed land. I'm the one who taught Abigail the ritual of descent. This is all my fault. So go ahead, kill me. Lavinia.
Damn it. Help us, Sanson. You there. Get his Honor's butt. Sanson's like, nah, I'm siding with the children. I'm sorry. Huh? Sanson? Are you turning traitor on us? Yes, I am. Run away, Lavinia. It's not too late.
You really are.
An idiot. Yeah, he is. I found her, Master. It's Abby and... Sanson? Jeez, what a mess.
Indeed. Bloodshed. Fainting. Untold death. The smell of blood's overwhelming. Wait, over there underground. Is that Hopkins? What happened here? Lavinia, where are you going?
Leaving here.
That's it. Run away, Lavinia. Are you okay, Abby? There's blood on you. You're not hurt, are you? You look pale and you're burning up with fever. Hold on, we'll get you back home. Senpai, please give me a hand. Abby's in bad shape.
Get back here, Whitley. Sanson, go after her. Didn't you hear him? He just said he's turning traitor. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean go after her? No, I did this. Sanson? What are you saying? I killed his honor. I stabbed Matthew Hopkins with this knife. I mean, I don't know if the constable will go with that, but that's essentially what happened, right?
Huh? Sanson?
Even the constable's like, bro, what the hell are you doing? Maybe he'll be a nice guy and be like, you know what, he's covering for a literal child. You know, I respect it. Maybe. Maybe. Also, possibly not.
Mesh, how is Abby? She woke up and had some fruit and porridge not too long ago.
She still has a bad fever that's making her groggy.
But I think she'll be okay when she gets some rest. I see. That is a relief. Thank you for nursing her.
I wish Mash would nurse me. And not in the feeding and taking care of kind of way. I mean the, no, never mind. Never mind.
Very well. We'll return to my lookout. I'm the one who should be thanking you, Nessa.
I really appreciate you keeping watch until Robin gets back from the Queen of Sheba's safe house.
Oh, thanks to my special porridge, right?
Sure. Right, yeah. It's true. I had no idea you were such a good cook. Yeah, I mean, when she doesn't give us wine with a spell that turns us into pigs, yeah, she's pretty good cook, yeah. You completely changed how I thought about porridge. It's right up there with other staples for me now. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Usually one dose of my wonder remedy would be enough to cure her.
But I'm betting Abby's fever isn't something
Mere medicine can fix. Probably not, yeah.
By the way, Mash, I haven't seen Carter anywhere. Do you have any idea where he went?
The village judge summoned him to the town hall. I believe it has something to do with jurors. Yeah.
He said he'd be back. He said he'd be back fairly late, and asked us to look after Abby in the meantime. I see. That works out well for me. I'm going to borrow the kitchen again.
Don't let anyone in there until morning. Alright.
Oh, got it.
What you cooking up, Cersei?
Alright, Abby. Have a good night. Get plenty of rest, okay? We'll be in the next room if you need anything. And Mr. Carter should be back soon, too. Mash, Miss Ringmaster. Could you stay with me?
Is this something we can get for you?
No, it's not that. It's just...
Don't want to be alone after what you saw. Understandable. For a child to witness a man get brutally stabbed. But I mean, I guess you've witnessed hangings. But those are a lot less bloody than a violent stabbing, I guess. So, you know.
I hope Lavinia is okay. And then there's Sanson. He didn't do anything wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is all my...
I'm really worried about him too, Abby.
Senpai. Okay, I'm going to put out the lamp now. Oh, wait, please. What is it? I have a favor to ask.
I'd really like it if you told me where you're from, about Chaldea. Okay. What do you want to know?
Abby?
Senpai, I understand how you feel.
But we have to discuss
What we're going to do now that Sanson's been arrested.
I can't imagine what Mr. Carter was thinking, leaving Abby all on her own like this.
I don't know if Carter is thinking. You can get some rest, Mash. I'll be okay.
But then
There'd be no point. If you're staying, I'm still... What, there'd be no point in you resting without us? What? Mashu? If you're staying, I'm staying too. Okay, alright.
Is Chaldea very far away? What's it like?
Is it a town, a castle, a theater? Something like that, yeah. Well, I don't think I go that far. I mean, it's kind of like a modern day castle, somewhat. Chaldea is located on top of a very tall, very cold and snowy mountain.
It's also where I was born.
It's a place where you can look at the stars.
An observatory? Wow. That means you were born right next to the stars,
Mash, that sounds wonderful. Ah! I mean, the stars are still pretty, very, very, very far away, but yeah, closer than most. I would say, probably.
I wonder if you could see the comet I was born under from Chaldea.
I'm surprised you know so much about stars, Abby. Hey, Saber Enjoyer. Not much, just Salem's getting into the end game. We saw Mr. Carter with a crow head. That was interesting. But life-wise, going pretty good. How you doing?
Lavinia taught me about them. She calls them celestial bodies, and she told me all about them. And the constellations they form. Well, which is why I know that the Earth is round and that Mars only looks like it goes across the sky. I just wish there was more I could have taught her, too.
All I ever taught her were things about whales. Okay.
Whales?
I didn't know whales came near Salem's waters. I don't think they do. Or do they? Okay.
They do. I love to look out over the horizon from the hill in the common. If you're lucky, you can see whales spraying water from there. And if you're really lucky...
you can even see them jump out of the water and make a huge splash. I guess in this time period it would be more common to see it, huh? Nowadays it's more rare due to humans and industry and ships and whatnot. Fucking humans.
Lavinia was so surprised the first time she saw that. The whales always come in summer. It won't be much longer now. Mash, do you know where my friend is?
I assume she's talking about Lavinia Mash, probably. Your friend? Oh, the stuffed animal. Oh, okay. You mean the stuffed animal? Here you go. You really love that toy, don't you?
Thank you, Miss Ringmaster. I think I can go to sleep now. Your teddy bear is very cute. Does he have a name? This is Hugo. And he has a twin brother named Migo. Uncle gave them to me when I was little. They're my best friends. A dog once tore him up, but the tuba managed to sew them back together.
So where's me? Did she give Migo to Lavinia? I knew it.
I gave him to Lavinia, but I guess I shouldn't have. Someone from her family took him and threw him away.
Oh, what the hell, man? It was one of the few gifts of mine Lavinia ever accepted, too.
We even thought up their names together. Now I see. That dirty rag Lavinia tried to hide from us was actually a teddy bear.
Oh.
We probably shouldn't tell
Abby that, since she never mentioned it.
Did you notice that too, Senpai?
I think Lavinia loves Migo just like you love Hugo.
You think? I hope so. Is there anyone in Chaldea who loves stuffed animals too?
Is there? I mean, I guess Artoria, Saber Artoria at least, likes stuffed animals. I don't know if... Yeah, I would say... Yeah, I guess Artoria. I don't know if... Is it canon that Saber Artoria... Because Salter is canon in Chaldea currently. I don't know if regular Saber is or not.
Do other people tease them and call them a baby?
No. Why don't we go there together and find out? Ritsuka?
Huh? Senpai, what do you mean by that?
You, me, and Abby can improv a play.
An improv? You mean right now?
Wait, really?
You'd put on a play just for me? Oh, wow, I would love that. But I can't. I'm sorry, but I can never go to Chaldea.
Yeah, we'll see about that. In that case, Hugo can come along in your place.
I like that.
But please try to keep it short, senpai. We really do have to rest up soon.
And Abby, please stay in bed while you watch. You mustn't get too excited.
Okay, I'm going to borrow Hugo for just a bit.
Here you go. Have fun, Hugo. I know I can be
Naughty sometimes, but Hugo is always good. That's good. Good bear.
Of course.
There are people in Chaldea who also love stuffed animals. You might not know it by looking at her, but even Media loves playing with dolls. I mean, yeah, no, she does, but I think it's more in a, I mean, it's in a bit of a, interesting manner, but I guess it's still playing with dolls either way, so I mean, I shouldn't judge.
Really? Media's so beautiful, but she always seemed like there's an invisible wall around her. Everyone in Chaldea has their own things to care about deeply.
Abby, you can be kind of willful, can't you?
Huh? Is that you, Hugo?
It's true, I'm sorry. You're also very curious, I guess?
Yes, I suppose I am. I've seen that for myself.
It can really be a handful sometimes.
What other sorts of people does Chaldea have besides actors?
All sorts from around the world. It's amazing, yeah. I mean, both of these are pretty true. Let's go with this one.
Does that include people from Zepang?
Oh yes, there are a fair number of them, including Senpai herself.
That sounds so wonderful. There are also inventors, detectives, writers, musicians,
Bomb lovers. Bombs! Hurry, Hugo, get out of there! Yeah, it's, I don't think we needed to mention that bit there, Mash. Ah, help me! Arnold, thanks for subbing.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't
have said that. There's the garish clown now. I assume that's referring to Mephistopheles? But shouldn't we have had him for a while? Or is this referring to someone else? Okay. Mash, are you actually the normal one?
I stand up for being normal, you think? I'll have you know. There are things I care about just as much as anyone else.
As for the bomb lover, he's a clown who loves dark humor and practical jokes. Whomst? Do I have who she's referring to? Because I can't think of anyone who loves bombs in Chaldea, in at least the characters I have. Bomb? Oh, Mephisto likes bombs? Oh. Okay. I've like never used him, or like I assume he has an interlude. I don't think I've done. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I okay. Wow.
Be careful around him, Hugo.
Wow, you even have a clown there? He must be like a royal jester. But the way they said now is interesting. Because, like, I would have assumed we would have had him for a while? But I guess maybe he wasn't summoned until after we defeated Saul or GACHA or Gedia or whatever, Gedia. Huh.
Wow, you even have a clown there? He must be like a royal jester.
Yeah.
I've read that even though they look like fools, you actually have to be very clever to be one. Hugo?
Why don't we try going to some other rooms? Yeah, it's, Lore-wise, he's not summoned until after London. But it still would have been a while ago in... I don't know.
Hopefully one that's peaceful and quiet?
In that case, what about the kitchen? Yeah, Emiya's pretty normal, right? But then there's also Tomomo. Cat. So, you know, that's...
Oh, Hugo.
At least she had fun. Why did Sanson do that? So people didn't try and hunt down Lavinia, I assume? You know? I think it's never 100% clear who's in Chaldea at any given time. There are obvious exceptions, but some servants appear in events as part of Chaldea and events that take place before. Yeah, I guess. In the manga, we see the visual of Hugo floating to Chaldea and walking around. Among other things, stumbles on Hesse and Lobo and runs. I mean, understandable. If I saw that, if I saw a giant wolf with flaming eyes, I would, you know, I would want to get out of there too. You know, to be honest, I wouldn't want to stick around. So, you know, Herb? I can totally tell it's you, Mephi. Me? I am AUMA, a human moth, known appropriately as the Mothman. Moth. Okay. Moth. Give it up, Mephi. How did you get here? Okay. It's me, Muffy, I mean, Mephi. How did you get here without ray shifting? Let's just say the opportunity presented itself. After all, visiting hellscapes is a little hobby of mine. It's very easy too. Unlike heaven, the doors to hellscapes are always wide open. I guess it makes sense. My, the creator certainly did an excellent job here. I took a quick gander around this place. And I must say, it's a fine hellscape indeed, with a lot of thoughtful touches. Are you the demon god pillar? No, I don't think so, but... Me? I'm just a simple murder-loving bomb enthusiast. You could find a dozen of me in any town. Right, you know, probably. I wouldn't doubt it. Besides, I can't imagine a demon god pillar would be able to create a hellscape like this. Are you sure? Like, positive? Why, of course I am. Have I ever lied to you before? A hellscape is nothing if not a land forsaken by God. You know, a land of heresy and such. But you can't have heresy without a deity, and you can't have a deity without humanity. Gods are given form wherever humans see them, whether that be in disaster, a miracle, or evanescence itself. But if a true god has no need for humans at all, it would be a wholly alien sort of thing. In every meaningful sense, it would be something that couldn't possibly be contained on this little blue ball. On this little blue ball of ours. At least that's what I think. I think, therefore, I am Mephi. Right. Yeah. And by the by, you may want to know the time is really picking up speed in here. Even the precious Sabbath is being neglected. Do you know what today's date is? It is actually the evening of April 29th. And do you know what this means? Do you? It means that tomorrow is Walpurgisnacht. Yeah. The Night Witches hold a mad and frenzied banquet. A feast of surprises and excitement. I can't wait. Incidentally, that's it for me in that little story. I hope you forgive my absence, Mage of Chaldea. Senpai. Mash? Senpai. Neza told me to tell you to please wrap up your walk. Okay. So he like astrally projected into our vision, I guess. Like, I have to agree with her. I know we don't have a lot of room to sleep, but... where'd he go? I understand you're worried about Sanson choosing to go to jail. Yeah, that's what we were talking about, right? Yeah. But you need your rest. Even the servants are exhausted. I just saw Mephi. Huh? But Senpai, you were standing out here all by yourself. Were we? I thought you were just lost in thought and talking to yourself. I think we should go to bed now. You need to rest up while you can. She thinks we're going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Which we might be. You know, honestly. Yeah, good idea. Is something wrong? I can't help but notice you're staring at me. I'm glad you're here, Mash. Slapping herself. Like, no, must not get... Never mind. Not at all, Senpai. We're still just getting started. We may not have found any leads on the Demon God Pillar just yet, but it can't hide from us much longer. So let's finish up this mission and make Da Vinci and Geronimo proud of us. You know, I kind of forgot Geronimo was there at the beginning of this singularity. You said it, that Demon God Pillar is going down. That's right. So tomorrow's April 30th, huh? It would seem that way. And yeah, I called it. That was nearly an hour for the one node. Yeah, I remember Anderson and Shakespeare. I just, for some reason, just forgot about Geronimo. I don't know why. Like, he slipped my mind from existence, I guess. Oh, hello. Oh hey, I hit 69 friends with that. Nice. The funny number. We love funny numbers. Oh, I meant to mention at the start. So last night, I was like doing whatever I could to get Saint Quartz to pull on the banner that had Raid Up Elizabeth on it. I didn't get her, but I got a 4-star. I got, where is he? Oh wait, he's level maxed currently. Let me find him. It would help if I did his class. It's another goddamn saber. It's another fucking Prince of Lanling. I was so hyped when I saw the double loading thing pop up. I was like, am I getting my Liz? I would have been okay with the 5-star assassin Osa, but however the hell you say her name. But you know, I was hoping for Liz so I could have, you know, the base form. But no, this motherfucker. This guy, like, look, I got nothing against him, but bruh, like, I just wanted Liz, man. Also, his ascension barely does anything. Oh wait, I have to. Yeah, there we go. Like he just draws his sword. Like, really? Oh, I guess he gets a belt across his chest too. But Liz will spook you eventually. Yeah, I just thought it was a perfect opportunity because she was on Raid Up. I was like, yes. I saw the double loading. I was like, oh, here we go. I saw it pop up the gold. Then it slowed down enough to where I saw the saber marking on the back. I was like, no, bro. Like, again, I got nothing against him, but I wanted my Liz. It is what it is, I guess. Alright, the 6th knot. I assume we're probably gonna fight the Demon God Pillar. I made a YOLO story, someone roll and got a Columbus. Yeah. Who are you trying to get? I'm curious. Because I've really been thinking about putting some into story summon just so I can get some of the story locked servants. But I'm like, nobody, just a random roll for, okay. Understandable. Yeah, I know. It's probably just best to wait for those story locked ones to get raid up banners. Realistically, but still, there are a few in there that I do want. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and grab Space Ishtar for this. Okay, I need to adjust my team, because this will not do. Okay, let me actually wait. Put her in. You can stay. Siegfried, you need to go. Yeah, let's put Creamhild in. I got her to Final Ascension the other day, or yesterday? Yesterday. Wait, did I? Oh no, she's at level 80. It's right down there. Alright, Creamhild. And... maybe... Mecha Ellie Mark II? Mayhaps? Or Atlante Altar. Oh, but she's not maxed. Honestly, I could just put Siegfried back in. I still need to get him to Bond level 2 for his interlude. Actually, yeah, you know what? Yeah, Siegfried, you can go in. And then let me get a 4-star craft essence on here. I don't think that's worth. That's worth though. Damage cut 400 and Noble Phantasm Strength. Yeah, sure, okay. This should do, I believe. Hopefully. I assume we're fighting the Demon God Pillar, so we'll probably be fine. Hopefully. The next morning, Salem, day 7. Man, I didn't think it was gonna be this dark out. It might as well still be nighttime. Guess it's got something to do with the weird time nonsense. Ah! And nothing quite takes your mind off things like an ear-shattering scream in the morning. True. I don't even want to know what this is about. Yeah, but we gotta check.
That's the well outside.
It's full of tar. And the milk's gone so rotten it looks like cottage cheese. Ugh. I like cottage cheese, but milk that looks like cottage cheese, without being treated and whatnot for me, I'm good. Now how am I going to make our morning porridge? How could the start of our day possibly get any worse? Ghoul attack? Mayhaps?
That is your concern. Would it kill you to grill some pork chops occasionally?
Also, both Skahawk, sorry, I know we're in this back into the story, so I shouldn't tangent, but both Skahawk and Lance Artoria are up, and I'm like, bruh, because I want them, especially Skahawk, but I would, man. Man, oh man, oh man. What's your going to send you? I don't remember off the top of my head. Once we're done with this node, I'll look. I should put it on a notepad or something so I can just like copy and paste it in chat. But I don't.
So tired of porridge. It's not just any old porridge.
It's my special Kikyon porridge.
And I'll have you know, Kikyon porridge is made with...
Yeah. First Mephisto and now you. How are y'all getting here?
What are you shouting about so early in
the morning, Auntie?
Oh, Medea. Haven't seen you in... Wait.
What? Swear to Hecate that you'll never ever call me Auntie again. I mean, didn't you knock her out and take her place and pretend to be her for like 3 days? I think you deserve to get called Auntie.
You hear me, Medea?
Wait, you can't be Medea. Okay, who are you?
Tee.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Just a little illusion to disguise me.
The Queen of Sheba lent me some of her power. I might be good at makeup, but disguises are another thing altogether. At any rate, you should probably turn back. The whole village is in total chaos. It's not just the well water. There's also a swarm of insects, birds, and of course this pitch black sky. Yeah, I was gonna say, no one's gonna be concerned about that. Like, really? Oh, okay. At this point, if the dead got up and started wandering around, I don't think I'd even bat an eye. I mean, it's already happened, so I mean, yeah.
Abby? You still have a bad fever. Please try to stay in bed. You've been sweating in the night. Here, let me dry you off. Oh, Mash, you're exaggerating. I feel great now.
All I needed was a good night's sleep. Yeah. Yeah.
I have to thank you and Miss Ringmaster again for all your help. I'm sorry, but...
I really do have to ask you to stay in bed.
I know it's very dark outside right now, but it's still morning. Your fever has only gone down a little. I'll bring you some breakfast in bed, so please get some more rest. Okay, I'll do as you say, Mash. Thank you. Mash, could I ask you for a favor? What is it? Do you think you could find Lavinia for me?
I mean, even if we found her, we couldn't... I mean... I guess unless that one constable wanted to snitch, I guess she wouldn't be in that much danger? I suppose? Or I guess either of them snitched, because the other one only got knocked out, but he still saw the whole thing, but yeah.
She must be scared out in the woods, all by herself, nowhere to go. Okay. And please don't punish her. Just make sure she gets on her boat.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, surely the boat will be able to leave, surely. Surely there are sailors left to take her, right? Most definitely.
I'll hold you to that.
Z. What's this now? Town Hall Provisional Court. Defendant Charles Henry Sanson. I think that's supposed to be read as like Henri, right? Like Charles Henry. Oh, actually no, it's Henry. No, I guess it'd be still in French. It'd still be Henry, right? Oh.
Can I talk to you for a moment, Ritsuka?
I guess that Medea is Matahari then? Yeah, indeed. Indeedly.
Right. That's Matahari disguised as Medea.
Is no one gonna question how Medea, quote unquote, was missing for like 3 days after Circe appeared? Like, is no one question that? Or... Alright.
I managed to speak to Sanson alone earlier.
I tried to give him some of my medicine just in case, but he refused to accept it. I mean, I guess he wants to accept whatever judgment is given to him, I suppose. You mean the medicine to fake your death?
Right, the same stuff I made for Matahari. I admit it's tricky to use. I mean,
It really does kill you, at least for a while. Oh. Oh, yeah? Still, you might end up needing it depending on how this trial goes.
but he refused to even entertain the possibility.
Does he have some kind of plan of his own? Maybe he just has faith in these people? What point could there possibly be in sacrificing himself? What is that dummy thinking? I think the only way we can save him is in court. It's looking that way, yeah.
I just don't get it. Why would he go out of his way to
Choose the more dangerous option. Faith? Why do men always do stuff like this?
Order. This court is now in session, but before we begin, I would like a moment of silence for the late Judge Hopkins, who devoted the last days of his life to hunting down the witches plaguing our fair town. Reverend, would you mind saying a few words of prayer? And that concludes the testimony of our brave constables who were on the scene. Lavinia Watley, Judge Hopkins' murderer, is still on the loose.
Oh, they still... Oh, okay.
Soldiers from the militia are searching for her as we speak, but are having no luck in this poor weather.
I thought the constables would go with the story that Henry, or Charles Sanson, said. But I guess not.
Now, where is Abigail Williams, the other person of interest in these events? As her legal guardian, do you have anything to say on her behalf, Mr. Carter? Abigail is currently recuperating from physical and mental exhaustion. I'll be defending her. Very well. Now then, Charles Henry Sanson. You volunteered to serve as Judge Hopkins' bodyguard. However, you have completely failed in your charge of keeping him safe. And perhaps even more seriously, you assisted Lavinia in making her escape from the scene. According to the constable's testimony, you were acting virtually as a lunatic.
Because he didn't want to see a child get shot? That's lunacy to you?
Do you admit the truth of these allegations? I do. It's all true. Then it is clear that you were conspiring to murder his honor all along. What other explanation is there for this?
Objection! These circumstances are beyond his control. Yeah, I guess.
I disagree, Ringmaster. Sanson is a skilled and experienced fighter, and should have been more than capable of handling the situation. What else could have kept him from upholding his duty to keep his honor safe? Ringmaster Ritziger, as the leader of your troop, I understand that you are here to defend Sanson's case. But you will watch your tongue in my court. Remember, this comes on the heels of the execution of one of your members, Matahari, who earned that sentence by attempting to lead a people astray.
No.
One could certainly draw the conclusion that they were acting on your orders. The only reason you still walk free is the absence of both evidence and accusations made against you.
He's going awfully far.
Huh? Carter, I beg your fucking... What?
Your Honor, I have evidence.
Huh?
These people have been my guests, or so I thought. And they have been very good to my niece. However, if that is simply the way they operate, I may have unwittingly invited demons into my own house.
Mr. Carter? We trusted you.
Ritziger, you will hold your tongue. Go on, Mr. Carter.
They're harboring a criminal in our own village. One who was meant to be dead, no less. They are hiding Tituba out in the woods even after she was supposed to have been executed. You little
fucking sneak.
It seems that Sanson's guilt is no longer in question. Take him to the hill.
What?
Huh?
This is absurd. This is completely absurd.
You're telling me?
Stop this, Uncle. Abby! I'm sorry, Master. I tried to stop her, but she begged to let her go.
Abigail, the decision has already been made.
This can't be right. Sanson isn't a sinner. Can't you all see that for yourselves? He's only ever tried to do the right thing.
Are you sure about that? Sanson himself feels tremendous guilt over his sins and is trying to atone for them. He'll be punished according to the laws we God-fearing people of Salem set down to protect our town. We are passing judgment on our fellow man. Isn't that how it should be? Or are you saying your conscience knows better than God himself?
I mean, it might do, actually, you know?
That's not fair. Why won't you understand? Uncle, is this what you wanted to happen all along? Did you invite the troop to stay with us just so you could expose their sins? Is there anyone in this world who has never sinned? Is there any child of Eve unmarked by the serpent's deception?
You going a little, mask off there, Carter?
This is becoming irritating. As you can see, my niece is severely exhausted. She is in no state to contribute to rational discourse. My apologies, Your Honor. Please don't let her interrupt the proceedings any further. Very well. Now then, Ringmaster Ritsuka. As your complicity in these crimes has been exposed, you too must be made to account for them. Normally I would have you taken into custody immediately. However, you and your troop are also the family of the condemned. As such, should you wish to attend his execution, I will grant that request. What say you?
Of course I wish that, but not for his execution.
Your request is granted, but be warned that any attempt to interfere will be dealt with harshly.
Yeah, good luck stopping us, yeah.
And stop glaring at me like that. It will change nothing. Constables, keep a close eye on them.
Hey, hands off. Stop trying to resist.
Hold on, Abby. Do not lose sight of yourself. Stop this. Please stop this. This is wrong. Everyone is making a terrible mistake.
I mean, Abby did kind of cause this. You know, going out there and, you know, summoning a demon or whatever the hell she was doing, tying the knot or whatever it was.
Charles Henri Sanson, if you would like to offer any prayers to God, I will hear them now. I finished my prayers to God long ago. These prayers are for those that executed myself. Then let God hear what you have to say.
Master, you can't possibly be okay with this, can you?
We don't have any tricks up our sleeves this time. Since he's incarnated, Sanson's really going to die. This will end your contract with him.
Yeah, he'll forget everything that happened to him after he was summoned to Chaldea. You're not seriously going to let that happen, right?
If you're going to stop them, it's now or never. It's a tiny rural village. Hardly any witnesses to worry about here. Yeah. Like, if we slaughter them all, I guess, yeah.
What are you waiting for?
You can do this, can't you? So go on, do it before he's gone for good.
Senpai. Sanson.
I don't know if he wants that.
I have taken many lives. Lives of criminals, traitors, and heretics. Condemned men, every one of them. They deserve their deaths. Their sentence was more than enough to rob them of any hope they had. And what greater despair could there be than in the absence of hope? But I continued to torture them far more than necessary. I humiliated them before crowds, inflicted pain and suffering on them far worse than death. This may be my only chance to atone for what I've done.
Sanson?
Senpai! They've already put a noose around Sanson's neck.
I've got to use command spell.
Don't do it.
Why not?
Stay out of this, Master.
Robin? Well, I know you don't like him, but letting him get hung is kind of far, no?
Let Frenchie do this his way. He's not acting out of desperation. He's up there to help Chaldea with our mission. He thought long and hard and decided this was the only choice he had. If you trust him at all, Master, then you can't try to stop him.
But if he's going to do this, why didn't he tell Master about it?
Because if he did, Master would stop him. And if she had, Mash, it might just be you up there on the gallows now. Or even Master herself. And there'd be no coming back from that.
I can't just let him sacrifice himself. He's too good.
Are you really telling me you went up against a demon god pillar without being prepared for any casualties?
I mean, maybe, kinda.
You saw Fritzica, Robin. Of course she knew it could happen when we came here. Still, you're right. This is a trap. Sanson.
Not our boy. You sons of bitches, you killed Charles.
Charles.
Damn it. Well, you happy now, you goddamn hicks? How many people do you miserable shits need to watch die before you're finally satisfied? Or is it that your lives so freaking awful you'd rather stick around watching good people suffer every damn day? What a foul-mouthed, vile little man. Pay him no heed. More importantly...
Yes, Your Honor. I'll take Ritsuka to prison right now.
Good. I've set soldiers on the roads, but there's no telling what they might try. Be on your guard.
I see. If only I was
A witch.
a witch who had turned her back on the word of God.
If I were the one true sin of this hollow say, Abigail.
An evil aura. Everyone, please listen to me. I have a confession to make.
I would like to accuse Abby, no!
I would like to accuse myself. I'm a witch. I hid out in the woods and conducted evil rituals. I led my friends astray.
Huh? Abigail, what are you saying?
I'm a witch. I made sacrifices to summon a demon, and chanted spells that blasphemed against God.
You little rats.
Abby's a witch. A demon led us astray. She's a witch,
Filthy witch. I hate children. I hate him. Like, you don't gotta throw rocks at her.
Ow, ow.
Abigail's a witch, a witch! Stone the one defending her, too. They're both demons.
Nessa, Nessa. This is my punishment to bear. You don't have to endure this. These stones are a lot harder than the props in your plays, right? So it's okay. This is not okay. I am not okay with this.
Oh boy. Neza. Alright. Rah!
All of you, listen. You would throw stones at your own neighbor. You would abandon your fellow believer. Then you, who wish for loneliness, take up a rock. You who despise love, go ahead, cast your stones.
You probably sound like a crazy person.
For I am Prince Neza, Marshal of the Central Altar, and I will not be crushed by anything less than the great boulders of Five Elements Mountain. It's okay, Neza. These stones don't even bother me.
Abby? Anymore? Well, you gave the villagers all the ammo they needed, I guess. Ah! This magical energy is off the charts. Did she maybe turn herself into a servant through that? This mean Abby was she all along? I thought maybe she. Honestly, I don't know what she did. Okay, never.
It looks like a spirit origin being released. Does this mean Abby was a servant all along? Could she be an anti-hero witch?
Did these trials end up creating an actual witch? It seems that way.
How is this possible?
It's not. Given all the crap he pulled, Hopkins was a much better fit for an anti-hero.
Abby, her threat is rapidly growing. Get back, Ritsuga. She's definitely a real witch.
Though I can't say I care for how blatant she's being about it. I mean, she's trying to make herself the villain.
Uh-huh. Now I see. So this is the stage that's been set for me. Isn't that right, Queen of Sheba? Well then.
It's time to show off what I can really do. Alright, go for it, Cersei.
Come at me, you little punk.
I'll give you your first lesson in real witchcraft. Robin, Neza, try not to hurt her. Alright, so it's caster, right? No, didn't she have a weird class? Or is that her altar that had a weird class? She has an altar, right? I'm pretty sure she does. I think.
Yeah.
Alright, Sora. Or I guess Roxas would be a better... Alright. Yeah, let's put Creamhild in for now. Wait, it changed. Didn't it used to say like 50 out of 50 and whatnot, but now it's showing the full. Maybe it's just because I never did the servant replacement before. It resists Berserker. That whoop. Well, that's fine. I don't think this gets her to 100. I think it's her to 98. Yeah, okay. Decrease charge and defense. I'm not gonna use that yet. Won't even bother using this, yeah. Put target focus to one ally and increase normal phantasm gauge. Yeah. Alright. I'm trying to remember, what's her class? Is she a foreigner? That would make sense with like the Elder God stuff, right? I think foreigner would make sense. I'm gonna hold on to that. I mean, yeah, I've seen her in supports before. I just don't recall off the top of my head, so it's not really spoilers. Yeah, okay. I thought so. I was like, who resists Berserker? And I can only... Does Pretender also resist Berserker? Ow. No, okay. I didn't think so, so yeah, okay. Yeah. Foreigner's the only one that made sense. I wish Creamhill was fully charged, but... What's the best... Probably Buster, right? Let's do this. Yeah. No, he's good against foreigners and good to smack children past. True. Hopefully I won't have to reset. If I do, though, I'll put Bazit in. Yeah, I think we'll be good. Probably. Alright, don't hit Creamhild. Please do not hit Creamhild. I know Creamhild is resisted, so it won't do that much. It'll still do decent damage. Okay. Whoo. Whoo-wee. I could do a full... Nah. No, I haven't. I don't think so. Bye, Creamhild. At least she got her Noble Phantasm off. and we're about to get nuclear bombed.
決戦術式
I'm sure that's fine.
夏を制するのは私ってこと宇宙の宝は私のものこれぞ静かサマースタイル The Power of Love
The power of love. Alright.
そういうことだしかしこまり
Wait, no, why'd I do that? She's low health. Why'd I do that?
試すつがめつ
She's
見
gonna
騒ぎわら
break.
ずに
God damn it.
膝から
Whatever.
降臨待ったなしこれが私夏森城の降臨天やっぱマジイケてるしキラってく私に同じだってわけ私の魅力マジ無限
I mean, to be fair, there's a chance. Wait, no, does she have a
そ
support?
れじゃあマスター行こ
Oh,
う
no, oh, that's fine.
花
Okay.
火キャンプにプールかき氷だって食べたいし
No noble phantasm for you, child.
The witches are fighting each other. Run away before they curse you. Did you see their twisted smiles? It was like the witch's Sabbath come to life. Yeah, we should get out of here before they come back with the whole army of soldiers. She doesn't do it. It would have been extra attack. Okay.
Abigail's back to normal.
At least we kept her under control, but now the villagers are going to be more afraid than ever. Yeah, it's a little bit of a problem. Yeah, a little tiny bit. Move aside. Don't dare resist. We're taking the witch into custody. You too, Wings, damned witch.
I am not a witch. I'm the Queen Witch.
That doesn't really help your case.
Don't touch me. I can turn you into a dog, you know. Senpai, what are we going to do now?
We fight?
Huh? No, stop. Please don't take Senpai away.
It's all up to you now, Mash. Just say fuck it. Have everyone start fighting back. Senpai!
Looks like it's you and me together this time, Ritsuka.
Didn't think I'd be doing time here again. I mean, I guess we got put in the same cell, which is nice. Or at least I assume we did.
I guess I should be grateful.
They didn't hang me on the spot. I mean, you probably wouldn't have even allowed that to happen. You probably would have fought back, unlike Sanson.
I'm really light.
So hanging would be a pretty long and painful death. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You just lost one of your friends. Yeah, now's not a good time for jokes.
But hey, look on the bright side, Ritsuka.
What's the bright side? At least you've got a demigod queen witch here to keep you company. I guess. I guess. If we get hungry, we can always eat your wings, I suppose.
Yeah, I slipped!
Yeah, so much for a demigod.
I hate this place.
I've had it up to here with this jail and its slippery, slimy floors.
Here, move over a bit, will you, Ritsuka?
Okay. Did something just... What did you do?
Hey, Ritsuka.
If you care about me at all, even just a little. Uh-huh. What do you say we get out of here together? I mean... Nah, I'm not talking about this jail. I can get out of here whenever I feel like it, no problem. Okay. I mean to the outside world, beyond Salem. I'm still a master of Caladia. I can't abandon my people.
Hey, wait a minute.
You wouldn't happen to have a ridiculously high tolerance for poison, would you? I would actually. Was she planning on sort of killing us, but really just faking our death and then taking our limp body with her? Was she about to kidnap us? Cersei. Or maybe a prosthetic arm? I see what's going on here. On second thought, never mind. Just forget about it. Pull out her feathers one by... Nah, tickle her. Stop! I'm sorry, I'll never do it again! Won't you, though? I don't know if I believe you. Hang on. We have an unexpected visitor. Is that...
We threw them in the cell in the back. Don't worry, it's locked up tight. No, how kind of you. You shouldn't have. Okay, I'll let you have some privacy. If you need anything, just let me know. Thank you.
Who? Carter? Yeah, okay. Hello, Randolph Carter. Or should I say... the Demon God Pillar? I called it. It's okay.
When did you figure it out?
I always had my suspicions, but I wasn't sure until you told me just now.
I see. Well, that's alright. You're my guess. That much hasn't changed. As your host, the very least I can do is give you a warm welcome. In fact, I came here to thank you for pacifying my niece after she gave everyone such a fright.
No problem. Seemed a fitting show of gratitude after all I hear
Your kin did for my niece.
Is it so strange? I'm far from the first demon god pillar to raise a human. And my own special trait comes from towns, after all. That's why it doesn't bother me to present myself as human, or to wear clothes, to live in a house. In fact, I find it rather comforting.
So you're a nice guy? Nice demon god?
I suppose it'd be fair to say that such things are precisely what led me to split from GACHA's consensus. They feared death too much to the point that they became fixated on it. I'm not like Fornius or Hargenti, nor do my values align with any of the other members of the Five Envoys. Namely Bale, Zepar, Andrus, and Phoenix.
Interesting. We haven't dealt with Andrus, have we? Because there was no demon god pillar in Shimausa. It's in one of the event. Okay. So it went from 4 escaped to 5. Okay. That was a demon pillar in one of the events during, yeah, because Bale was, or Bell was in Shinjuku. Phoenix was in Agartha. Zepar was the one in, Seraph, right? Andrus is new. So they just retcon it from 4 to 5? Or was it always 5 and I misunderstood when Bale in Shinjuku said that maybe he meant 4 beside him escaped? But the way it was worded made it seem like 4 total escaped. But I don't know.
Now then, is there anything else that you'd like to discuss?
Are you here to kill us?
I want you to understand my objective. Knowing will help you to make a more rational decision.
More like it'll help you manipulate us better. Why not tell us all this from the start?
That's a good question.
Because I failed with that batch. But now the time is right for me to tell you the truth.
Huh. Like you tell us any truth that might not
Further your own goals.
Don't listen to anything he says, Ritsuka. That's the best thing you can do here. Otherwise you'll fall into the same trap as the Queen of Sheba. One of your own making.
50,000 people's lives are at stake.
I am trying to save her. I promise you that much from the bottom of my heart.
What did you do to her?
Ritsuka!
Our, GACHA's objective was to save mankind. That has been true ever since we were born. That is precisely why Salem and Abigail Williams were chosen. Salem is positioned on the border of sanity and madness. The wisdom of the modern age and the darkness of the Middle Ages are so closely entwined here as to be almost completely indistinguishable. There is no other place where the 2 extremes of humanity's nature are so clearly laid bare. Furthermore, Abigail is blessed with a rare talent.
Talent? You mean her aptitude as a witch?
Abigail is pure and innocent. She is better suited as a medium than a witch. Lavinia had talent for it as well, but Abigail was leaps and bounds beyond her. She was everything I could have hoped for and more. Thanks to her, I'm starting to succeed.
What are you making her do?
Don't get me wrong, I'm not making her do anything. She will do this because she chooses to. She will complete the great work that we could not, the salvation of mankind. And she will do so through great pain. It is pain that is the basis of human happiness. Nothing in the world could be more valuable. Everyone feels pain in equal measure. Without it, well, you would all cease to be human. It is worth far more than love or death could ever hope to be. Abigail will be its harbinger. Tomorrow, when the courthouse opens at dawn, she'll be tried as a witch. And all is going well. Many have tried to save Abigail before, but none have ever succeeded. Even I was not up to that task. That is why I invited Chaldea here again.
Again? Okay. Implying that we're not the because obviously I know the multiverse of Chaldeas and whatnot, it exists in canon, right? So, I mean, I guess because the Paul Bunyan event. So,
I expect great things of you, Miss Ritsuka.
Or, yeah, interlude.
Great things indeed.
I probably won't be much help from the gallows. Probably not.
Yep. You fell right for the trap and ended up busting out some pretty flashy spells. Sorry about that. Wait, hang on a minute. What you mean that batch, Carter? Don't tell me you've been repeating the last several days trying to produce results. That's playing dirty in multiple senses of the word. Have you no shame?
You've been looping time to recreate history?
Repeat, loop, recreate? What would be the point of that? I have no interest in moving backward. I only want to move forward towards suffering. All I did was compress that process. I sped up the cycle of life and death. It's possible to do that within the bounds of a town, especially after I secured a source of magical energy.
A Holy Grail, I'm assuming?
I tested for optimal conditions, made adjustments, and invited guests, which were an indispensable factor.
So you've been repeating that over and over with no real endgame to speak of, huh?
Leave Abby and these people out of your sick games.
It seems you have the wrong idea. Not one person in Salem is here against their will. Even you all met the necessary conditions. That is why I invited you. That was the god. It seems that visiting hours are up.
Hey, we're not done with our questions.
One last thing, whose body is that?
At this point, it's mine. I am Randolph Carter.
Sure you are, buddy. Sure.
I'm amazed at what you can see in these dark woods, Robin. I can barely keep up with you.
I'm actually the son of a forest sage, believe it or not. That said, even I can't tell night from day here. Uh-huh. There's our little albino girl.
Lavinia! Thank goodness we found you before the court reconvenes at dawn. We're not here to capture you, I promise. We only want your help. No. Forget it.
Abby needs you.
Oh, running away again, are we? For all his other faults, Frenchie never ran.
Is he...
Yeah, he dead.
Sanson. Idiot, you're such an idiot.
Yeah, he is.
Thank you, Lavinia. Are you feeling better now? If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you about your situation and how you got here. We can't bring you back to the village now for
Many reasons. Yeah, no, you, yeah, we're not really, looking to see a child get hung, personally.
But I hope you'll at least take advantage of the fire and Robin's cloak to stay warm. Thanks. The demon god pillar brought me and my family here and threatened us. I knew the Salem wasn't supposed to be here because even the time period was wrong. But we couldn't run away. The demon god pillar had us all trapped. Me, my parents, and my grandfather. We tried wagons, sailboats, but none of us could ever leave. When the demon god pillar appeared and gave us the orders, it always looked like a wriggling raven black pillar. A really grotesque creature. What did the demon god pillar ask your family to do? Nothing.
Huh? Nothing.
All he said was do what must be done. We Whatleys come from a line of alchemist mages. Our greatest wish
Has always been for the outer god to descend here. Okay.
It's been a closely guarded secret.
For generations. But somehow the demon god pillar knew about it. He was very interested. So he wanted to see... Okay. So he... okay, why would a demon god pillar want to see another god-like being be summoned into this world? I guess it has to do with the saving humanity thing he mentioned. Which, in a weird fucked up way, that was what GACHA was after, kind of. Kinda, nah, not really.
And he was very interested. I eventually understood why. While I was investigating Salem, there were foreign guests here. Ones who came before us. I think we were probably the 6th ones. And I think there used to be other people here that the demon god pillar forced to serve him.
Did you figure that out from the graves in the forest? I noticed 6 pretty shabby looking graves there. Some of them are still empty too.
That's right. That is the altar. But I still couldn't see the whole picture. I think natives that killed Abigail's parents. And the wharf and trade ships that shouldn't exist in this time were probably also guests. Then, Tituba was probably one of them too.
Oh, that was MASH. Whoops.
Abigail adored that woman. She always seemed special. For a time, I suspected she was actually controlling everything, but then she was executed. Now I think all of you and Hopkins must be the 7th guests.
That's so. Well then, which of us was the uninvited one?
Maybe Judge Hopkins was originally supposed to be the 7th guest? And if so, does that mean we're the ones who race shifted here unexpectedly? Or had the demon god pillar accounted for us as well?
No, that can't be right. And that would mean this is
not all going as the demon god pillar planned. That said, I don't think there's much time left either for us or the demon god pillar.
Between Judge Hopkins and us, we really made a mess of things here in Salem, didn't we?
So what's this outer god stuff all about? Is it a god like Crom Croc that demands sacrifice and whatnot? No answer to that one, eh?
She probably doesn't know.
Something doesn't add up. I don't understand why a demon god pillar would seek another divine being when he already has godlike power.
Yeah, it is weird. That's what I'm wondering about.
He probably just gets off on
twisted crap like that. Or he just really likes the idea of dominating humans.
Case in point, he went out of his way to recreate these sick witch trials.
Yeah, totally sick, dude. Nah, I know it means sick in a fucked up way, but yeah.
But would that really be enough for him to split off from GACHA? Not too long ago, Cersei passed along a message to Neza from jail, and Neza gave it to me. She said that the demon god pillar showed up looking like Mr. Carter, and that he says his mission here is to save mankind. Carter. Apparently he's taking a different approach from GACHA,
Whose plan focused on storing up unimaginable amounts of magical energy.
But what could it be? What are you two talking about? Are you Kabbalists?
Rosicrucians? Freemasons?
I can't imagine.
You used to be mercenaries or soldiers. Oh, I guess you could say we're stargazing. I'm not entirely wrong.
Alright. Since Senpai isn't here now,
I'll tell you about the organization we belong to, Caldia.
Whoa, you serious about this, MASH?
In exchange, you'll tell us everything you know about this secret outer god? Please?
I'm sure it will help us with Senpai and Cersei's trial. And that it will help us save Abby from her predicament.
Okay, I'll tell you. I'm already
dead anyway.
I tried to sacrifice everything
to the outer god, but I failed. I have feared for my life, so I ran away, but because of that, my prayers never reached him.
There's nothing wrong with
Wanting to stay alive. Yeah, right? Exactly. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with wanting to stay alive, Lavinia.
I'm sure Abby and Sanson feel the same way. Felt the same way.
Mesh. Where's Abigail?
Abby is being confined in the house where Hopkins was staying. I refuse to leave the guards be until they put her there. That prison is no place for a young girl. Yeah. Afterwards, Matahari, Neza, and I snuck over there to visit her. But we couldn't see inside, so we still don't know how she's doing.
I'm worried about her fever.
Are we gonna tell her about Abby turning into a witch, or no? Okay.
My family, my grandfather, started to change after we were brought here. He started to believe he was feuding with Abigail's parents, even though he wasn't. Our perceptions were disoriented in the same way. But despite that, my family's wish never changed. If anything, it made
Grandfather even more eager to complete the ritual of descent.
It was dangerous to do that in this village, but there was nothing I could do about it. Lavinia. Abigail followed me everywhere. It was really annoying. She wasn't like the other villagers. But my grandfather thought he hated her parents, and that Abigail was hiding something. So I pretended to be friends with her.
Pretended, right?
She was curious about the outside world, so I taught her
the ritual of descent with a fake grimoire. It was always my job to catch birds and animals to be sacrificed. She was so happy playing with the six-sided star altar. She called it a holy symbol.
It was our own secret game.
Over time, I started to go mad myself. Memories of things I'd never seen started flooding into me. Like?
It made me feel like I had grown up in Salem. I don't even know about any comet.
Sounds like it was pretty rough for you too, Lavinia.
No, it wasn't. The one who had it roughest is
Abby?
The outer god is the god of the Great Gate and the key. The 6 doors, up, down, left, right, front, and back, represent all possible dimensions. And this outer god is enshrined beyond the ultimate gate, the outside of our universe, where light can never reach. But despite that, he also borders all possible dimensions, and is tied to all possible things. Some know him as Sut Typhon, but in the Book of Aben, has been with our family for generations. The outer god is described as the all-in-one and the one-in-all.
All for one and one for all. All might, all for one, looking Disney Three Musketeers, the all-in-one and the one-in-all. Oh, right, yeah, yeah, right. Interesting, so... user... yeah, there we go. 427523365. So... is the demon god trying to because okay, the way it's described, right, the all in one and one in all, maybe the demon god pillar thinks that he could use the outer god to give humans indefinite lifespans? That's the only thing I could think of as to why he'd be doing this, because if he somehow was able to, in fact, get a piece of this outer god into every living human, it might grant at least very long life, if not eternal. So I don't know. I assume the finale will give us the answers to what his endgame is with that. That's all I can. Now it's probably gonna be something more contrived. It has to be. I don't think it'll be that. I was gonna say straightforward, but I guess not really all that straightforward, but I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, those two nodes took 2+ hours, so I'm gonna stop here, and this should be the final section. So the next episode should be the finale for Salem. I think I had Samurai Remnant scheduled for tomorrow. I might push Samurai Remnant back and just close out Salem tomorrow. Because I kind of really want to see the finale of this and get those answers right away. I really don't want to wait till Monday, which is the next open slot I have. So I might push FSR back to Monday and finish Salem tomorrow. Because yeah, I want to see the finale to this. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. It's not that long. Yeah, I just just want to know what the hell is happening here. I think. Oh, I missed that. I think the main point in Demon God Poe's speech was the salvation to pain. Y'all when all just some of the episodes. Yog's thought has. Okay. But then why did Lavinia say some people know it as the? Oh, okay. Okay. Weird. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know if the symbol has always been like that. I just realized that's the two keys that she wields. I just noticed that. But I guess to be fair, without realizing that, yeah, whatever. Because by all rights, Lavinia should be a fictional character. Yes. The symbol's always been there. I thought so, because they usually don't change. It's usually the same thing throughout each arc, or through each singularity. So I should never realized. Yeah. I don't know, man. I have to wonder though if Abby's servant design was based on, or I guess that was probably her second ascension, right? I wonder if that was based off. No, there's no way it was based off Kingdom Hearts, right? Like the dual wielding keys. I don't know. They're probably not, but I'm choosing to believe that that's the case. My boy rocks. The Elder God. Lovecraft stories. Yeah, it's still. I don't know, man. I see someone using keys as weapons, and my brain goes to Kingdom Hearts. I don't know why. I just don't know if what leads just exists in Fate, or if it's ever since Sasuke Kojiro situation is fit to play the role of. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, okay. I've run out of like things to ponder about, so I'm gonna end it. Oh man, it can't bother me that modern writers love to abuse Lovecraft's story and tell him back. You know, as abhorrent as a person as Lovecraft himself is, his works are, they make a good basis for things. Like it's such a deep like lore to his works that you can like work with and people can like add upon. It's just like I get it. It's interesting concepts, easy to build on. I don't know. I can understand why, but yeah, it is kind of beat to hell at this point. Even if there is interesting things done with it, it's like, yeah, I don't know. I'll take it over. I don't know. What's another like? Honestly, I think high fantasy, or no, Lord of the Rings isn't high fantasy, is it? But like the basis of a lot of fantasy comes from J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, right? Like the general descriptions of like elves and dwarves and whatnot kind of stemmed from him. I feel like that's been beat to hell way worse, right? I feel like I see more stuff that uses that as the basis than I have Lovecraft. So I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. But that's what it feels like. I still enjoy both though, to be honest. Even like, don't get me wrong, if it's like not done really well, then it's like, oh, got another one. But when it's done really well, they're still enjoyable, right? Like those like, you know, fantasy and Lovecraft-esque, yeah. But yeah, if it's not at least an 8 out of 10, it just gets lost in the sea of very mid works of similar origin, I guess. They've just been consuming more of the not another one type of. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm just throwing out ideas as to why that's the case. I really don't know. I don't know. Now I kind of want to see a mixture of like fantasy plus Lovecraft. Like a work that kind of combines the two. Okay, I don't remember how these things are. I guess, yeah, no, I guess D&D just does kind of do that, huh? But I mean, like in a I don't know. But like high fantasy, mid fantasy, and like low fantasy, I don't remember what distinguishes that. I think high fantasy is when there's like magic, right? So I guess Lord of the Rings would be high fantasy. Actually, hang on, now I'm curious. Hang on. High fantasy versus low fantasy. High fantasy feature settings and entirely it's entirely fictional secondary worlds, like Lord of the Rings. Okay, yeah. So yeah, high fantasy is Lord of the Rings, whereas low fantasy, Harry Potter is like, I guess, is low fantasy because it takes place in our world, quote unquote, even though it's not. Okay, I see. I gotcha. No, I guess it makes sense. Low fantasy is fantastical elements set in the real world, whereas high would be everything is okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, no, yeah, okay. That actually makes perfect sense. Can't tell you how happy I was when FGO tackled Dagon. They went with the non-Lovecraftian one. When did that take place? Because here soon, once I finish Salem and the Christmas interlude, I'm gonna start the event watch-throughs, starting from the beginning of FGO to this point. Oh, it was last year. Okay, so it was a reason. Okay, so it's one I won't get to for a while. Okay, unless they do a rerun. But are they gonna do a rerun? Do you know, or is that like definitely not happening? Don't think so. Ah, okay. Alright, so yeah, okay, it'll be a while then, because, yeah. I'll have to get to, what, LB6? Before I can watch it, assuming it has spoilers. No rerun in the next 2 years, at least. Okay. Oh, it's LB2 locked. But I assume it will still probably have spoilers for more okay, yeah, okay, yeah. The only events that have reruns close are Lilim Harlot and Summer 5. Speaking of Lilim Harlot, that's what I'm looking forward to reading next year when it gets its rerun. Because yeah, when I played it this year, I was barely into the story yet, so I obviously had to skip the the story of it. You know, I saw a few, like, yeah, characters that I guess would be spoilery, sort of, but not really. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Very much so. Because, you know, there was some wacky stuff that happened. Like, at one point, one of the battlefields we were at, like, a water park, and I was like, huh? So I'm ready to see what the hell leads to all that. I think Lilim Harlot might have spoiled as far as Trom. Well, it won't be until April, right? So I have plenty of time to get pretty far, I think. Hopefully. But anyway, I've been kind of prattling on for longer than I meant to. That's gonna do it. Like I said, tomorrow I'm gonna move FSR and probably finish this instead. And yeah, I guess I'll do it. Thanks for watching, and that's incorrect if he's pre-Trom. The event is set post LB3. Huh. It's like, does the dialogue change if you're pre or post Trom? Because I know some like some servants have different summoning dialogue depending on when you summon them. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. Okay. If they didn't do that with like servant summons, why couldn't they do it with with the events? It makes okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. So I at least need to get through LB3 by April, which should be doable, I think. Let's say it takes I don't know, what, 6 weeks per Lost Belt. Hopefully not that much, but erring on the side of caution. Yeah, that should be doable. Some events, for example, have a character if you've done part 1, others have a different events later. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna worry about it when we get there. I should be at that point by then, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow if you're able to be there. But yeah, peace.